Hello and welcome to Farming Simulator 2019 with me, Kevin Sawyer. Hope you guys and girls are all well and enjoying your day, whatever you're up to. Right, you join me back on the farm here, and first of all, I'm going to make a bit of an apology. I haven't been doing any uploads recently because I've been tied up with work and I've been busy away from my computer pretty much. But all the time, bits of time I've had to get near my computer, I've been investing, doing some off-screen work. You may see, if I turn the right direction, you see we've got a fair amount of money. There is a reason for that, and we've got a fair amount of land as well. Right, off-screen I sold off all the stuff on Farming Simulator 2015, or 2017 I should say. And I did an off-screen to sell it all off. You guys and girls have seen more than enough of me doing stuff like that in the past. I didn't make an official goodbye to 17, but take it as read, as we won't be doing a 17 anymore. I just don't have the time, to be honest, with everything else I'm doing now. At the moment, it's just finding the time to get everything done. But as you can see, I'm getting into doing cotton harvesting, and one other little surprise up my screen. If I jump back into a vehicle over here, not get stuck between this lot over here either. Actually, let's just jump in this one because the fence, going to be using the fence, been freshly cleaned up. Everything else, fire it up. If I do that, look. We have Coursplay, yes, as you can see in the bottom right hand corner as I try and peer around my sim dash. It is still the developer version. Now there's some bugs in this still, as it is still the developer version, so bear that in mind. I will leave links down below to two places you can get it from. One is the sort of what I'd call the official developer place, where they have all the bits and bobs which they worked on, and then there's what I'd call well, I don't know if it's the official version or what, someone's just downloaded it, done the magic, which would I had my wheel on? No, wrong one. That one. There we go. Forgot to turn it on all the excitement. Right. Yeah, I've tried it off screen. I don't know for you guys that are going, oh, well, I'm going to go and download it now. Go ahead, please do. Say I did a video once a long time ago about how to install it, so those people that weren't aware. I'll leave a link in the top right corner now to that video, and how to actually get it to work, because there's two links. One's a straightforward, just drag it, paste it, drag it and drop it into your mods folder. One's you have to do a bit of jiggery pokery, and that video will show you how to do that. It's exactly the same principle. Some people didn't get it, I must admit, but anyway, I've sidetracked here. Right, as this recording and as of this version of Coursplay, there is a bit of a problem with these types of seeder. You find that, I found anyway, someone else might get better luck than I did, but it just didn't work. I haven't tried the seeders because I don't have one on this farm yet, and I haven't tried it on my mod testing map. Admittedly, the seeders that have the on the back of the seeder, so it's all integrated into the back of the actual whole complete thing, I should say. But that aside, let's get this thing set up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start off broken record syndrome. I'm going to start off a little tutorial. For those most people know how to use Coursplay now, and I appreciate that. For these people going, I know all this, don't bite my head off. I'm going to do it for those people who don't know how to use track IR is a bit derpy. Let me reset it. That might be a bit better. There we go, that's a bit better. Go on, hitch. Thank you. Right, and we'll go and get the combine as well. But today's plan is I'm not going to be focusing on the standard harvest, because all we've got on the fields at the moment is a lot of wheat and one field full of cotton, which I'm going to be doing mainly on that. So you can see I've already done one harvest for a neighbouring farmer on it, so that's why it's a little bit dirty and not so brand new anymore. But let me grab the other combine out of the shed. Right. And as you can see also, the John Deere dealer came along and he said, oh yeah, I'll go give you a trial on these Caterpillar tracks. And I was like, okay, brilliant. Didn't start. It didn't, I must have pressed the button twice over. Anyway, let's get this out. So I'm going to give the tracks a bit of a try for a little while, as he's put them on more or less for free. I've not had to pay for them. He said, oh yeah, give the tracks a try, go on. You find it just grabs a lot more on surfaces and everything, get a lot less slippage. To be honest, looking the way it slides around, I'm not convinced. I'm glad I didn't pay for these, because look, it just like handbrake stops. Wheel actually rolls will stop, but they don't. Anyway, let's go along here. There's my beacons on. I don't know. Let's have a look. Yeah. Right, because we're going out to the main road. I don't know if it's multiplayer friendly either. I was gonna sort of like once, literally the Coursplay mod's only just been out for some time of recording for a day, less than a day and a bit, well, I'd say a day and a few hours, or more or less a day actually, because it came out quite late in the day when I discovered it. Right, so I'm gonna start off by going over here. I'm going to drive the combine along here. Don't want to drive on the crop. Yep. Yeah, I think I'll be ringing him up and saying I don't like that, because look, I can see them getting torn to shreds. Not long time, especially my Leadfoot. Shush. I can see we're farming here. Shush. Unfold the combine. Really, mate? You're really going to be like that? Fine. What I'm going to do is just to minimise collisions, I'm going to start harvesting this field over here, just out the way. Fire off the worker. He's off and away. Right. So where is the vent? Right. Now, is this attached to both trailers? It is. Cool. I'll show you what you get and what you don't get on the developer version for you peeps that haven't played on this yet. As you can see, all we've got at the moment is these two here, which is the unload combine, well, drive course to transport grain, unload combine. That it's greyed out, so it's not actually working yet. I think that's, oops, I forget what that was. I think that's a point to point, I think. Then you've got field work that's limited again, point to point. That's point to point. Yes, that's seed and fertilising, start to finish point. Field work. The combine stuff isn't quite highlighted on this because this isn't the combine. I haven't tried it with the combine yet, admittedly. But as the developers sort of like get behind it and sort of like really start to make it work out, I don't know yet. I know they've said that once they've worked out all the bugs, they're gonna be ironing out. Once they've ironed out all the bugs, I should say, they're gonna be releasing it on the actual proper FS19 forum. Now, are you turning, mate? Nope. Yep. Of course, because the indicator's still not auto cancelling. So what I'll do is I'll drive up along here just to give me some space. I've tested it off screen. It doesn't seem to do any crop destruction or any sign of destruction at all as of yet. They might change that at some point. Is that already full? Oh no, it's because I left these beacons on, didn't I? It works like the AI does on the field. It doesn't create any destruction. But anyway, I digress. In order, right, you want to start up a course to start unloading the combine. So what you need to do, there's a couple of ways you can do it, but this is the basic way for you. Start course. Ignore the combine for the time being. Drive down a little bit, just so then it gives you enough clearance, and then just drive as normal. You don't necessarily have to have the trailers on. I find it helps if you do, because it just gives you an idea of how to drive. Because once you drive the course, if you drive without the you can drive without the trailers, like I said, but it's probably a better idea if you have the trailers on, just so then you can drive properly. Because if you don't drive with the trailers on and drive just like a normal tractor would drive, if you don't take into account that the thing's going to have a trailer on the back, when it does have a trailer on the back, you might run into problems later on. So right, just drive your course as you would. I don't know yet, because I say this is the first time I've tried this. I'm only assuming it's going to pick up that as a trigger. I'm hoping it does. If not, we're going to run into problems later on. I'm going to have to take that mod out and work a new solution in. And remember, if you're driving like this, first time using Coursplay, it will, well, you can change it in the settings. I won't go into all that, but it will drive from, well, actually I'll try and cover it as best as I can actually, but it will drive the speed that you drove the course at. So remember that for you guys for your first timers using Coursplay. Right, cool. Drive back into the field, stop. Then to save the course, let's see what field we're on. Field 11, aren't we? If you click on the little save icon and then click on the yellow box, unload F11, and then press enter. Done. And then you basically set up what you want it to do. That's train transport, so that's that one, isn't it? I forget what that one was. I know that's like a weird, I think that might be overloading, that one. Memory serves me right. Yeah, that could be, it's either that one or that one's the overloading one. But again, it's greyed out, so you can't use it at the moment. But again, as they update it, you will get that. So now if we set up the combine characteristics, we can either automatically search for the combine, which it should do because it's on the field, and then search for combines on field. It should be under settings. There we go. So in order, because I've forgotten, it's been a while since I've used this, that's the levels that you can set off. So it can start at, I'm going to say 65% and drive off at 80%, and then drive course. Now he should technically sort that combine out now, and I don't have to worry about it anymore. This is a prime example actually. It's a good chance to see whether this is going to cause any sort of destruction to the corn or the wheat. Nope, as you can see, look, none whatsoever. It's almost like it doesn't exist. And then that should take care of the combine from now on. I don't need to worry about it anymore. So now that's been done, I can now go over to this one. This doesn't actually fit in the shed, believe it or not. And drive this over to the cotton field. I'll drive along here because it's a bit better than driving because this thing's so wide. This doesn't have beacons either, weirdly enough. Another thing, as we're going there, and I now don't have to worry about the tractor or the combine. Also introduced another little mod. It's like a little pallet mod. Some of you guys and girls might have seen this already. I'll try and remember to leave a link in the description down below to where I found it. Alternatively, I will be adding it to my Dropbox for when we do remote players anyway. The only thing, this one didn't want to go in there. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because it's just not a full box or whatever. So I'm going to have to just throw that in the back of the pickup. I'll try and load them into the back of the pickup actually. And see what happens. If not, I'm just going to have to fork it down there. Or use a... Right. Use a front loader. I'm going to cut up in that middle of that field actually because... Oops, just knocked... See? This thing's so wide. Just knocked over that sign, I saw it go. I can cut across this bit because it doesn't matter. To be fair, I don't think this thing causes any field destruction. Look, it doesn't do anything to the grass. Not that I can see. Which is a bit bizarre. Okay, sorry guys. Didn't miss anything. Unfold. Now I'm going to drive this. It'd be prudent, probably more prudent to drive this lengthways. What's that combine doing? I'll start this guy off and hired work and then I'll take over from it. Just so I can... Actually I'll grab a screenshot in a bit. There we go. He's now off and away. What's this combine doing? Why has he stopped? Looks like he's gone home for the day. Right. Yeah, definitely phoning up the John dealer. Tell him to bring back my wheels. I might just bring the okay. Hard worker doesn't want to work. Block my object. No, it's not. Now, technically, he should. No, he's driving. Maybe I'll have to set this up to Coursplay as well. Yeah, because look, it's not even working. Right, I'm going to have to do this manually then, because again, it's obviously something's gone wrong with the II, and it doesn't like the fact that I'm using Coursplay. I actually have to do this manually. It's a shame, because I actually wanted to do cotton harvesting. I could set up Coursplay to do it, actually. Right, I'll do that. Drive it down here, because it doesn't matter too much. Oh, of course, yeah, because the combine ability will not work, will it? Oh, it might work under field work. That should work by rights. Measure the size of the head. And field 11, isn't it? There we go. Good thing about this as well, look, if I press the I, it brings you up the grid there, like that. So you can see what's doing. And then I should be able to start the driver. First. Waypoint drive. There we go. That's sorted that now. He's kind of driving into the crop over there. That's not a big problem. Right. Where's that? Actually, what I'll do is grab it while it's working. I'll grab this tractor here and grab the trailer for when I need to unload. Yep. Cute. Again, that could be the reason why, because I noticed when using this the other day, literally when I first found it, downloaded it and started playing about with it, I noticed that some of the AI cars also just stop in their place. So that could be a thing. Because we can't drive onto that field without destroying the crop. I'm going to stay out here, and then I'll use the combine to just drop off the pallet of cotton. That's going well. Where's that other combine gone? See it, right. Just at the end of the run as well. A bit of combine, a bit of doing my own combine in here, peeps. Don't say I don't ever do anything myself. And this should help, hopefully, should hopefully get us some nice bit of extra profit. I've also got sheeps as well. I don't know if I covered that in the last episode. I don't think I did in the last episode. Got sheeps on the farm now. Got no pigs yet. Get inside the cab, it's probably quieter. Got no pigs yet. It's a case of just waiting until we've got enough raw materials together before we can get the pigs. Reset tracker. Oh, it's been a bit dirty again. I am toying with getting the GPS mod, but only toying with it. There's nothing problems I didn't like with the GPS mod was the fact that just more buttons to remember. I'll move that out of the way, maybe I can see a bit better what I'm doing. There we go. Yes, I know I don't own this field. I'll ignore that for now, because he says he's slipping, but is he slipping? That's the question. It looks like he is. Let's hire this dude off and let him continue on. And so, oh, he stopped slipping now. Let's go and find out what that was all about. Oh, he stopped. Oops. Again, no surprise that Coursplay gets it wrong. Don't know why he'd be slipping on that though. There's no reason why he'd be slipping around there at all. Try hiring the wife off again. He's folded his thingy up as well. Makes no sense. Right, I'm just going to hire. Now the worker seems to be working again now, so we'll just leave it to the worker to do it. Enough room for him to get past. Yeah. Don't see why that would be in the way, but there we go. Right. He's alright, he's just going to sit there and wait. Go back to doing this. See it throwing like little cotton buds into the back there. These things are huge. They kind of remind me of a like an armadillo, or a big sort of like. It's like he's like huge. It's like sort of. He looks like a bodybuilder guy, sort of like flexing. It's like, I'm giant, or a crab. Again. Crab. Looking at those pincers, it's more like a crab, but a big red crab. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. As long as I stay on this course, it should stay straight. It's drifting slightly off there. Sorry guys. Right. Oops. Please don't. Oh no, don't crash the. Yeah, just when they update it. For some reason this thing doesn't do any crop destruction. I'm wondering if twin wheels do any sort of crop destruction on this. Because looking at it, if this has got twin wheels on it, if I've got another tractor that had sets of twin wheels on it, would that, oops, I'm drifting, cause crop destruction too, or would it just negate that? Comments down below, peeps. Let me know. back in the cab, it's quieter. It was loud in my headset, it's going to be likely loud to be loud, although I've got my settings adjusted, the game volume slightly lower, and on my XSplit it sometimes still comes out quite loud. So I'm just concentrating, making sure my header stays within the within the maximum sort of harvesting ability. Those guys look like they're still working. I might have to get some sort of like inspector or glance on this at some point, just for the single player part. I don't think we need it. It doesn't warrant it. So once they release it from beta, Coursplay should work on multiplayer, because it did on 2017. Oh cool, I noticed that. You can just see into the back of it. I'm not watching where I'm going either, it's not a good thing. Drive out a bit. That's it. Well, I think I'll leave it at that, peeps. But I hope you guys and girls enjoyed the episode. I'll hire a dude off to take a jerk over and jump out. But I hope you guys and girls enjoyed the episode. If you did, please feel free to like. If you didn't enjoy this episode for any reason, again guys and girls, please feel free to dislike, but leave a comment down below to why you didn't like it, so I can try to improve in the future. And if you know anyone else that may also enjoy watching this, guys and girls, please feel free to share. It helps me out a lot, and I don't mind you sharing. And if you're new to my channel and you see future episodes of this or anything else I'm working on, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, so as soon as I upload a video, you're the first to know. I'll see you in the next one. TTFN.